reflections after the fact, who maybe when we have the question and answer or when you introduce your video, if you'd like to share that with them as well, we'll have the full recording of this whole meeting available in addition to the transcript. Any questions before we get started? No? Perfect. So just a reminder again, everyone is muted. If you would like to speak, what you would do is just hit your space bar to unmute yourself and say whatever it is you want to say. If several people try to talk at once, what I'll do is mute you all, and then you'd have to raise your hand. The way that you can raise your hand here is you would go to participants, like click on the button that says participants, and there's a little thing on the left-hand side halfway down that says raise hand. Typically that's not needed because we have, everyone can pretty much hear each other in here when someone's starting to talk. But if there are a lot of people that start to talk at once, we'll ask you to raise your hand. And so with that, I'm going to introduce our senior presentations of learning. So what these are all of our students. And for all of you who are freshmen, sophomores, or juniors, know that you will all have to do the same thing. When you become a senior, we ask you to reflect on your years in Bonner. For many of you, that is the entirety of your college career here. We ask you to reflect on what it is you've learned. We ask you to reflect on what it is that you're going to be taking away from your experience in Bonner. And this year, because of some of the challenges we have, normally we give you the opportunity to either do a video or a PowerPoint presentation. And we do it like in a big hall, typically in the science building. Unfortunately, because of the COVID-19 crisis, we're not able to give you one or the other. And so all of our students this year made videos. And so we are going to play that video after we've given each student an opportunity to sort of introduce their video. And then we'll have a time for question and answer at the end. So please save any questions that you have for the end after all students have presented their videos. Got it? So with that, I am going to invite Sandra to introduce her video.
Hi guys, so I'm Sandra. I'm a current senior, and this is my video, so enjoy. Hi guys. So my journey started when I was working for Crystal's office with Ashley and Alexa as a freshman. I always knew that I wanted to be involved on campus, and Bonner mission and goals is exactly what I wanted to pursue in life. Once I read about Bonner, I knew I had to join. Bonner is always about helping out our community and being there for them no matter the circumstances. I always received help from others when I migrated to this country, and they never failed us and never let us down. Since middle school, I've joined programs and volunteered in my town because my mission in life is to always give back to others as a form of paying forward. Paying forward is giving to others as people once did for you. Bonner became my second family and my comfort zone. I created everlasting friendships just like the people that I met in EOF, like Ashley, who was my first friend in college, and Bonner made our friendship stronger. Now she's stuck with me. The Bonners inspire me every day. Their passion and love is what shapes this program. One word that I can best describe Bonner is empowerment. They helped me to have a voice in my community and within myself. I've always been shy, but Bonner helped me build my confidence. It gave me the push to step out of my comfort zone. There are no words to describe my experiences. From volunteering at a middle school to constantly volunteering in community services and building houses that positively affect people's lives. One of my favorite experiences was a spring break service trip in Florida with Habitat for Humanity. This gave me a sense of power that made me into a leader because I was able to physically help these families to have a home. Watching them being happy and excited for their new chapter in life made me happy. I and the rest of the Bonner team gave them hope for their new life. Not only did Bonner impact me, but we impacted others in the community. Bonner was my butterfly effect.
Family. What? You and me always be tight. Family every single day and night. Even when you start acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do. I know that I can always be myself around you more than anybody else. And every day as I'm heading out to school, you know there's no one I love as much as you. Family, a family, our family. They'll make you scream and if you want to sing. Family, family, our family, our family. They'll push your buttons and if you want to hold on. Family, a family. Oh, so I sing a song for the hustlers trading at the bus stop, single mothers waiting on a check to come, young teachers, student doctors, sons on the front line knowing they don't get to run. This goes up to the underdog. Keep on keeping at what you love and you'll find that someday soon enough you will rise up, yeah.
Thank you, Sandy. So our next presenter is Alexa Buffy. So if you wanted to introduce your video in any way, now is the time to do that.
Hey guys, so I'm here with my parents, and basically my video is about my 3 years in Bonner and kind of the relationships and my journey through it. But most of all, I'm thankful for the impact that we had in our communities and the sense of family that we all developed together. So here's my video.
Stronger together. Throughout my life, my family ingrained in me the value of community service. When I was younger, I will volunteer every Sunday at my church as an assistant CCD teacher, helping children learn about our faith. Though my fondest memories of giving back were volunteering with the girls' recreation soccer program in my community. Not only did I help them learn the fundamentals of the sport, I helped teach the importance of teamwork. And I served as an example that if you work hard enough, you can achieve anything you put your mind to do. My family continuously stressed the significance of benevolence and charity. At that age, I was truly unaware of how much serving my community will become a necessary facet of my life thereafter. But as I am now a graduating senior from not only Montclair State University, but the Bonner Leader Program, I have gained much more than I ever could have imagined. I have learned that we all have something to give, and a life of service expands one's world exponentially and unexpectedly. My greatest memories of service in the Bonner program were always made at orientation, a time where all of us would come together for a week in August to work on several service projects in the community. At my first Bonner orientation in Brigantine, New Jersey, I was instantly intimidated by the volunteer work we would be performing. Our group was asked to paint the front deck of a family's home. A valuable lesson I learned from that experience was that service was not always fascinating, but it was far from easy. At my next orientation in Hazlet, New Jersey, we did repair work for an elderly woman named Ellie. Ellie was an absolute joy to be around, though because she lived by herself, her house was in need of some maintenance. During the week, we painted the inside of her home, such as the living room, bathrooms, and basement. At my final orientation, we returned to Hazlet because we had a strong partnership in that community. There, my team members worked on Dick and Marge's house. Since Dick was a disabled veteran and former fire chief, he would sit outside as we worked to share his wisdom about life and his past experiences with us. Throughout the week, we painted the exterior of their home and back porch. Seeing them smile from ear to ear as we finished and show their appreciation for the work we had done truly warmed our hearts and validated the purpose that Bonner serves for. Attending the alternative spring break trip to Fayetteville, North Carolina, my junior year was an opportunity unlike any other and nothing short of amazing. It gave me the drive and fortitude to accomplish my service learning endeavors. But more than that, it had given me the chance to help a community rebuild due to the extreme devastation of Hurricane Florence. That trip remains as one of the most transformative and unforgettable experiences of my undergraduate journey. Throughout that trip, our program spent each day performing a different service project. From painting the interior of Marion's home to cleaning up garbage, to installing insulation in a crawl space, and carrying heavy sheetrock in the rain after a challenging day of service. That opportunity pushed me to broaden my horizons while simultaneously making a difference to a community who lost everything within the blink of an eye. Through this process, I learned to be grateful for what I have. I learned about my potential, and I saw how my efforts had an immeasurable impact to the community of Fayetteville, North Carolina. At the end of the week, we would reflect on our time there and the contribution we made to the community. It was at that moment where I realized that my involvement mattered and that I was more than just a puzzle piece to the bigger picture. It is apparent that being a Bonner leader has exposed me to a world of possibilities, more than I ever thought possible. So this is what I leave with. I learned that I will rise up unafraid as long as I keep pushing forward, no matter how big the storm is. I saw what a team could accomplish together. I have learned what it means to be a leader. I have seen how my actions not only encourage others to become the best version of themselves, but how those actions have inspired my peers to follow in my footsteps. I have learned the true principle of friendship and how we are stronger together than we are alone. The fulfilling feeling of giving back and contributing to society is unparalleled. When all was said and done, I learned that the community that I was fortunate to be a part of was much greater than me. Bonner gave me a sense of purpose that I invariably longed for, and it was an experience of a lifetime. So as I move on to this next chapter, I want you to know that Bonner will always hold a special place in my heart as it helped shape me for the journey ahead.
Every day we're alive is the freaking best day ever. I got my friends and my friends got me. We wanna be good, but we wanna be free. Free together. All of this love we're feeling here, gonna make it last for a million years. This is the time of our life, here and now. While we're young in the summer, got it all figured out. This is the time of our life.
Thank you so much, Alexa.
Welcome.
That was wonderful. You have all done just a phenomenal job, and I'm grateful to all of you. Next up is Ashley Bustamante. Ashley, would you like to introduce your video?
Okay, so for those who don't know me, I'm Ashley. I'm a senior, and this is my video. Hope you guys enjoy.
Growing up, I've always seen my family give a helping hand to those in need back in our country. Whether it was food, clothes, or money, they were always there to help.
To find you, if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide.
As a first-year college student, I knew I wanted to be involved and be a part of a community, but it wasn't until my sophomore year that I came across Bonner and made it an easy decision to join.
To help our friends in need, you can count on me like 1, 2, 3.
When people ask me why I do service, my response is that I feel a sense of fulfillment knowing I made an impact on someone's life. I've always wanted to give back to my community, and through Bonner I was able to do so. I'm glad I was able to be a part of a community filled with positivity and good-hearted people who enjoy doing the same thing.
If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep.
Throughout my years in Bonner, I had to face some challenges, such as balancing my school, work, and Bonner schedule, making sure I completed my hours, and making sacrifices with work, friends, and family.
Every day I will remind you, oh, find out what we're made of, when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me.
Through Bonner, I was able to gain new friends, confidence, new skills, take on challenges, be a part of a community, and create unforgettable memories.
Count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends.
Sometimes in Bonner you don't know what to expect, but I do know it has helped me grow as a person by getting me out of my comfort zone. If I had the opportunity to do it all over again, I definitely would have joined my freshman year.
And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you.
Thank you so much, Ashley. All right. Letitia, you are up next. If you want to just take a minute to introduce yourself and your video.
Woo! Go, Letitia. Oh wow. So, hello everyone. My name is Letitia. For those who don't know me, I'm a graduating senior. Before the video starts, I would just like to thank Crystal for believing in me. Because this 4-year journey went by so quick, and I'm thankful for every moment. I'm thankful for the beautiful people I've encountered. And thank you for those who supported me also outside of Bonner, because I see some of my family members in here and loved ones and all that. So, yeah, this is not so much a goodbye video, but it's a thank you video. So, yeah.
I like this. I like this. I like this. I was loved and didn't have nowhere to run. I needed to wake up and see in front of me. Now, there has to be a better way. Sing it again, a better way to show a big heart. So I thought of the song to show my appreciation for loving me so long. You don't know how
All right. Thank you so much, Letitia.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed how each one of you have really like taken these videos and made them your own and made them very specific to who you are, and you've all just done just an absolutely wonderful job, and I'm impressed with every single one of you. Next is Kristen. Would you like to introduce your video?
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen. I've been in Bonner for 4 years and definitely learned a lot over those 4 years, so I made a stop motion video about one of the biggest things that I've learned.
When I first started to plan my presentation, I kind of naturally wanted to talk about what I've learned over the past 4 years and how I've grown. But then I realized that before I even got to that point, I spent a lot of time stumbling around and not knowing what I was doing or what I wanted to do. Bonner has taught me a lot, but one of the biggest lessons for me has been learning that it's okay not to have things figured out. At my first orientation, I felt really overwhelmed and in over my head. A woman named Crystal was making me reflect with people I just met. I was doing things I had never done before, and I just felt really out of my element. But after long service days, late nights, and some of the fastest hours of my life, I left feeling pretty excited for the year ahead. When I got to campus, I had some trouble adjusting to college life. I felt really shy, and I didn't make friends right away, and I didn't know what classes I wanted to take or what I wanted to major in. It seemed like everyone else knew what they were doing, and I was feeling really lost, and Crystal even wrote me a letter of recommendation to transfer to another school. But talking to other Bonners helped me realize that I was putting an impossible pressure on myself to feel like I had things all figured out, and nobody has everything all figured out, especially in college. Crystal told me about a new service site called the Increasing Access to College Project that she thought I would like, and when I started working with the IAC, things really started clicking into place. I loved doing service every week and exploring campus with the fellows. I would do something different every day. I would play basketball with Mario, dance with Haiti, or get food with Eric and Nick. We never had a plan, and we just did what interested us on that particular day. I had gotten so caught up in picking one major or doing one thing, but the IAC reminded me that it's okay to be interested in a lot of things and to let that take me where it takes me. I can be someone who likes to play basketball and dance and eat, but I can also be someone who likes to write and watch TV and read. I leaned into this, and Bonner grew with my interests. I was able to stay with the IAC while interning and learning more about all the things that I love, and without really trying, I became someone who doesn't just do a lot of things and also does service. I became a well-rounded person with an array of interests because of service, and the reminder that you can always grow and explore new things. Service taught me that my different interests aren't all fragments competing against each other, but things that equally contribute to who I am, and I don't just have to pick one thing to do for life. I'm trying to keep this in mind as I get ready to graduate. I don't know what's next, and that's a stressful thing to focus on. So instead I'm trying to focus on how much more learning I have to do and how sometimes it is really, really nice not to know what you're doing. When I first started...
Thank you so much, Kristen. And next we have Chi-Chi. If you would like to introduce yourself and introduce your video.
Hi guys, it's Chi-Chi here, and I made a video. Hopefully you guys like it and enjoy. Hi guys, so before we get to the video of the memories of me being in Bonner for 4 years, I just want to talk to you guys about my years in Bonner, because I'm a senior. So, being a Bonner was an interesting experience, coming in as a freshman and just having the experience of meeting new people and learning new things, even becoming a leader and stuff like that. It's been a great experience thus far. I feel like being a Bonner honors so much things like service and just helping people out and stuff like that. But not only that, but just being a Bonner in general, you have a family, like a second family, a second place you call home and stuff like that. And my bonding experience has been interesting. So when you guys see the video, you'll see how great it was throughout the 4 years. I wish I could talk to you guys in person, but you know, quarantine and everything. But I really hope you guys enjoyed the video that I made. But I don't want to make this a little intro really long, but just know that my experience in bonding has been great. And it's so sad that it has come to an end, but you know, that's how life is. But enjoy the video and peace.
When I gave the word, now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king's dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone, it was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know Saint Peter won't call my name. Never an honest word.
Hi you guys.
Thank you. Next up, Adriana, can you please introduce your video?
Am I on there now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Adriana, for those of you that don't know. And then I just put together this little video. I'm gonna take myself off the screen now because I hate hearing my voice, but I hope you guys enjoy it. And I again want to thank Crystal too for everything these past 4 years, and just everyone for being the biggest support system. And I'm so thankful for all of you.
I entered Bonner as a quiet and insecure freshman.
not knowing where my college journey would take me. During my first orientation, I remember listening to older Bonners talk about Bonner love and family, but I was still hesitant to step up and unsure if I would find my place among such a close-knit group of students. Now, as a graduating senior, I can honestly say that I have a deep understanding of the meaning of Bonner love and family. Ever since elementary school, service has been a key aspect of my life. My school and church both implemented service into our curriculum, allowing me the opportunity to understand the importance of being an active member of my community from a very young age. We hosted fundraiser events for our church, held food drives, participated in park cleanups, sang at nursing homes, and engaged with our community as much as possible. We uplifted each other, leaned on each other in times of need, and celebrated our accomplishments together. After abruptly moving away from my hometown and everything I knew that was familiar, I felt lost without that sense of belonging and community. Attending high school in a new town was a difficult transition, and naturally, I struggled to find my place in this new environment. But my sophomore year, I found it through FCCLA, a student organization focused on community engagement and service. This was another pathway to discover where service is most needed within my new community and how we can best work with each other to serve together. With being heavily involved in my new community through high school, I had a strong desire and passion to get involved on campus upon entering Montclair. When applying to Bonner, I honestly had no idea the influence it would have had on my growth and personal development throughout these 4 years. Bonner has become a second family and home away from home. Bonner helped me to build confidence in myself and my abilities, even when I felt incapable. Crystal constantly inspires me and every Bonner to strive for greatness. I am beyond thankful for Crystal, as she has truly created a unique and inclusive environment within such a big campus. She encourages students to express their ideas, step up, and take action, even when it feels scary to do so. Bonner has been my rock and stability through all the highs and lows life has had to offer. Through attending SLI, leadership retreats, service trips, and events, I realized that even beyond our campus, Bonner is a network of like-minded individuals with an innate desire to serve, advocate, and make an impact. Traveling to Wagner College for my first SLI with the BLT, Bonner Leadership Team, not the sandwich, I got to see firsthand on a larger scale how Bonners throughout the country serve as an integral part of their communities. Regardless of our backgrounds, Bonner students stick together to encourage community building, civic engagement, and diversity. Attending the spring break service trip to Florida with Habitat for Humanity was a turning point in my Bonner experience. We worked alongside the families whose homes we were helping to assemble, and aside from building homes, we built strong connections by being a listening ear and helping hand for each other. We learned that many members of the Habitat of Pinellas County staff and the consistent volunteers they had actually had their homes built by Habitat, which made their work even more meaningful. Bonner has shown me that we all have a voice and can make a positive impact in our communities near and far. Returning back to Ellie's house during summer orientation and seeing the smile on her face when we arrived made me realize that beyond painting or repairing homes, service is about creating connections with others, listening to each other's stories, and gaining new perspectives. Self-awareness, each experience within Bonner has given, which further enables me to see the world through the eyes of others. Bonner has not only shaped my college experience, it has truly transformed my life and provided me with a sense of safety, family, and belonging. Bonner has given me forever friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. From the endless laughs, wah-wah runs, silly sing-alongs during our long road trips, I will always cherish these memories. Reflecting back on my Bonner experience, it's difficult to put into words the lasting impact that each and every Bonner has had on me. I am forever grateful to be part of such a loving, welcoming, and accepting community of individuals.
Celebration, finally figured out, that all our dreams have no limitations. That's what it's all about.
Everyone is special in their own way. We make each other strong. We're not the same, we're different in a good way. Together's where we belong.
Thank you, Adriana. And if I could get Paula to announce her video, this will be our last video, and then we will go into the question and answer portion.
Hi everyone, my name is Paola. I hope you guys enjoyed this video that I put together showing my time here at Bonner.
4 years ago, not only did I begin my college career, but my journey started in Bonner. Not having a single clue of how much this would impact me, not only as a student, but as an individual. Stepping into orientation with people I have never met before, I was welcomed with open arms by people who shared the same passion of serving. People who I looked up to and hoped to one day find that drive that inspired them to do what they do with purpose. The thought of this scared me because I didn't even know who I was as a person. I was shy, afraid to speak up, insecure, and had no confidence whatsoever. This all changed when I truly started to understand Bonner and what it stood for. Bonner has taught me to be selfless and reminded me that I'm strong to take on whatever comes my way. Pushing me out of my comfort zone where I learned my strengths and recognized my weaknesses. I learned how to truly understand people and see things in different perspectives, allowing me to grow empathy and compassion. But most importantly, Bonner has molded me into the leader that I am today, teaching me that I matter, that I can make a difference in my community, and to always speak up for myself and for what I believe in. From all the orientation, service trips, Bonner meetings, and service sites, Bonner has allowed me to see the glass half full, to be appreciative of what we have, making the most of any situation, teaching me that I don't need to be a man in order to work with tools, and as women, we can do anything we set our minds to and finish the job just as strong. Although we all have different backgrounds, we come together at the end of the day as one, and that speaks volumes on its own. From all the experiences and lessons that I've learned, I found my purpose, and I'm ready to step into the real world and use everything that I was taught to continue growing into the woman that I am. Thank you to Crystal for believing in me and instilling the importance of serving others with us all. You're extremely appreciated and admired for how above and beyond you go for your students. The past 4 years, I've gained another family that I've shared milestones with. I've gained a support system that I can always rely on and created memories that I will never forget. I'm eternally grateful for having all of this be part of my journey here at Montclair. This chapter in my life may close, but I will always know that I have a Bonner family to come back to.
Thank you. All right. So that was the last of our videos. And so I'm going to start asking questions. First, I want to say just one to all of our graduating seniors, because I don't get to make a speech at the end of year right now, right? So imagine that this was that speech, or at least a small portion of it. It has been an absolute honor to share time with all of you, and that you have allowed me and all of us really to be a part of your journey here. I am so appreciative of every single one of you and all of the hard work and dedication you have put in. And I look forward to seeing what you do in this world, because I know you're all going to go on and do just absolutely amazing things. So thank you. Thank you for being a part of this. You are absolute inspirations to me, and I'm sure all of your Bonner peers. So that is my small speech for now. When we have an end of year at some point in time, not sure when, but we will celebrate you properly at some point in time. Thank you. I'm going to ask you, I'm going to start the questions. And I feel like this is fair because I gave you all the question first. I sent an email and told you this will be the first question, so you've had time to prepare. Can some of you just talk a little bit about what it was like reflecting on your time in Bonner and preparing this presentation?
I guess I'll go first. When I was making this video, honestly, like looking through like pictures and videos, it kind of made me sad because like time really does go by really fast, and it's crazy to think that it's been 4 years already. And just like looking back and seeing like how, not speaking for like for myself, but for everyone in general, how everyone first started, and how everyone is like now, and like the progression and the growth is just a beautiful thing to see.
All right, Alexa.
Yes, so I really enjoyed doing my video because it really got me to look at all the pictures from my 3 years in Bonner and all the memories that I was able to make. What I most enjoyed about Bonner was that the sense of family that we all have for each other and how much we support each other really makes our lives a lot better. And just being able to see the people that we help put a smile on their face and see the joy of like when we finish the job and just have them be internally happy, that as a group we were there to help them together really made an impact on me. And there's a lot that I learned in Bonner that I will continue to carry with me as I leave MSU. But I'm grateful for each and every one of you, so thank you.
I can go. So when I was preparing this video, I was emotional, but I thought about it for a second about like when I was in high school, I didn't expect my college experience to be like this. I didn't expect to get like, because Bonner, like the Bonners are not only friends, they're your family. So I didn't think that was gonna happen my freshman year in college and as a senior in high school. So that was like, oh damn, like, you know, like good things happens unexpectedly, and it was just like you see like the changes from every orientation and then all the different activities that we do, and you notice how we learn so many new things every year and we don't really notice it until like all the pictures that we see and stuff like that. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, I can go. Okay, so I guess throughout making this video, I felt kind of like emotional, knowing like these 3 years went by really fast, and then looking back at the pictures, it's like, wow, I first started off, it was just me and Sandra from EOF, and then, you know, creating more new bonds and relationships with other people. I don't know, I just like kind of made me come out of my shell and like appreciate what I had. Like I really enjoyed my 3 years throughout this Bonner. I don't know, it's sad knowing that I'm leaving, but I don't know, I'm glad I was able to be a part of it.
I
can go.
I think.
No, go ahead, Kristen. Go ahead.
I think Bonner in general is, of course, huge on reflection, but this is kind of the first time that I've reflected on like 4 years in a bigger chunk of time. And it was hard and kind of weird to think about how I can make like a 3 or 4 minute video that encapsulates like how I've changed and like all the people that I've met and the new things that I've done. So it's kind of cool and challenging in its own way.
I think for me, I appreciated the fact that I like taking photos because I was able to find like everything and see like the transition from our orientations and end of the years and in between, like all the service that was able to be completed. And I always say like I'm really, really happy that Bonner is growing in the direction in which it is, because it's just become so much more diverse, so much like more of a family thing. And yeah, I'm just thankful that I got to be a part of that. I got to see other people's growth, and it's a very beautiful thing.
I guess I'll go. So my time in Bonner, I could say was bittersweet. It's bittersweet the fact that, you know, it ended and everything, but it's sweet knowing that like I'm entering a new like journey and adventure in my life. So, you know, like being in Bonner is like growing, it's meeting new people, and then leadership. It's like this is a whole package. So it's a journey that you guys that's in Bonner now enjoy, and hopefully you make the most out of it. You know, so yeah.
Hello? Okay. I agree with everyone. It was definitely emotional and it made everything feel real. I think especially for us seniors, like with everything going on, it was spring break and then we never like kind of got a sense of closure, and just looking through all the pictures and seeing the transformation, like I can identify with each person just how much everyone has grown and the program has grown throughout these 4 years. And I definitely, joining initially, just thought it was going to be another club or community service thing that I was going to do, and it became so much more than that. It really did become a sense of family and community, and I'm forever grateful for that. So thank you to everyone for fostering that sense of community, and again to Crystal for really allowing us to get close, because going to all these conferences, there's so many programs who aren't like us and who do treat it kind of like a job. So it's really special what we have at MSU, and I'm excited for the years to come and all the new Bonners.
All right, does anyone else have some questions for our seniors? Or comments?
I have a question. Now that service is over for you guys, do you guys see yourself doing service outside of college when you graduate? What other service opportunities do you guys think you'll embark on?
I can go from that. So when I was doing when I was making the video, I thought about that. I was like, oh my God, I had so much fun doing this and that and etc. So I was like, is there even a Bonner program for alumni or something like that? Like, you just only not not doing like random community service with random people, because then like there's no connection. It's just like, okay, you do this, you work on that corner and I work in this corner, and then we go home, because it's not like that in Bonner. So I do want to, but I don't know where. So I'll look into that.
I guess I never thought about losing that sense of community if you continue service after that kind of sucks. But I mean, I'd like to continue, but I think like everyone else, I'm not really sure how yet, or especially with things going on, what I'll do, but hopefully in some way, and hopefully kind of to also retain the sense of community that comes with it.
I can go. I feel like the career path that I want to take, regardless, I feel I still would be serving others. And even prior to Bonner, I did have like volunteering experience, so I think that won't go away with me, because I feel like service humbles you. It allows you to see things in a different perspective, so I definitely want to keep that close to my heart, regardless of what I do. It's not going to be as fun, obviously, because we're surrounded by like awesome people while doing the service, but I still definitely will continue doing service.
Yeah, I think with service being such an integral part of our lives for the past 4 years, it's kind of, I feel lost without it, without having some kind of structure. So I know I've just been like Googling things or programs, but I think it's going to be so hard to find that sense of community that Bonner has. So I know through my internship, I'm still volunteering. Yeah, but besides that, I'm kind of feeling lost right now too, and hoping to find that in some other path. Wherever this journey takes, it's hard to plan ahead right now.
I think for me, I never really thought about so much in advance because of how much stuff has changed in the last couple months. But I know that service was always something that has been a strong part of my life, and especially within Bonner at Montclair, it was always such a routine that we were so used to doing, and then it became an even bigger part of my life. So I know that even though I'm graduating, it's definitely something that I want to continue doing because of the impact that it has on other people. And it makes me feel better and just happier knowing that I positively help someone in their life.
It's really inspiring to hear you all say that you're going to continue service after. And we can talk about a couple of ways that you can continue in service. There are things that are not exactly like Bonner, but there are opportunities for different organizations in the community that will give you opportunities to form sort of a community outside of college. Also, if you haven't already, this is my simple plug. I'm sure the Bonner Foundation will thank me. You can join Bonner Connect as well, which is a new forming community online where you can interact with current Bonners as well as alumni Bonners across all of the colleges and universities that have Bonner, across all of the years that Bonner has been around. Fun fact that I recently learned in looking at Bonner Connect and hearing from our president, do any of you know who Stacey Abrams is out of the South? She was running for president for a little while. She's this very empowering woman. She was a Bonner. She was one of the first Bonners to graduate from Bonner. So you get to claim that. It's really cool. And she is on Bonner Connect. So there's an opportunity for you to be on Bonner Connect and maybe interact. Any other questions for any of our graduates?
I don't have a question. I just kind of have like a comment.
Yeah.
I just want to say like all of your videos are very like amazing and beautiful. Just seeing like the progression and how you guys have developed. Like I know like for some, I've gotten closer to some seniors than others, and just seeing every like all of you guys' like development is very like inspiring, and like just kind of seeing the impact that Bonner truly has on each one of us. It was just very beautiful. So yeah.
I will definitely second that. Sinclair, I see you raising your hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to build off what Dilly said, and thank you all seniors for what you guys do and have done for all of us that are still. We're gonna miss you guys so much, and we can't wait to see your journey and how you guys grow.
All right. Any other comments or questions or final thoughts?
Yes, I have a final thought. So I have been with you guys, well, some of you guys for about 2 years now. And I think, I mean, even though I haven't been as involved with the program or like face-to-face involved, because I'm always involved in the background with you guys, I can definitely tell you that I have witnessed firsthand the growth of each and every one of you, not just the graduating seniors. And so it's crazy to see people change in such little time, because to me 2 years is nothing. But you guys have definitely grown. I have been there for, you know, downs and ups and twists and turns. And if you guys ever had a problem, you know, you could come to me, you know, for anything. But I definitely would like to say that all of you guys are extraordinary human beings. And the fact that you guys are always so accepting and so willing to make somebody else not feel like the other, but rather like a member of a crew, of a family, is something that is extraordinary, because that I feel like we're kind of missing a lot of that right now. A lot of times it's very easy to point fingers and to say that other person, but I feel like Bonner has really taught me as a person that there is no other, it's just us. And so it's going to be very bittersweet to not be around Bonner anymore, because I am also graduating. So this will also be my last Bonner meeting. So, but this is not a goodbye. I will be back. I will try to come to events, and I will try to be there as much as I can, you know, while I'm juggling adult life, unfortunately.
And chaperone orientation.
That. So I mean, I'm tied to the hip at, you know, at Crystal, you know, with Crystal for the rest of my life. So basically wherever she goes, I go. So you guys have been the greatest. And yeah, I love you all.
Ryan, would you like to add anything?
Well, I guess the first thing I'd like to say is thank you on behalf of the Center for Community Engagement and the university for your many hours of service and commitment to the communities, to the children, the families that you all served, both through your direct service that you did weekly, and to those on the orientation projects and the spring break projects. I think that sometimes, for me anyway, I play a kind of distant role. I don't see what happens on spring breaks. I do attend the orientations, and I do get to participate on those, and to get to meet everybody, and to get dirty with the rest of you. And but looking at the videos today, was very nostalgic and inspiring and reaffirming for me, and I'm sure for Crystal as well, because when we started this program more than 10 years ago, we had no idea that it would flourish and grow and nourish people so completely, and that it was capable of creating not just a community or a group of people, but a family. And family is special because in family, there's forgiveness. In family, there's acceptance. In family, there's unconditional love. And I think that we can say, at least I can say, from listening to all of you today, that we have achieved a very mighty and great thing. And so I want to just say, this is not goodbye. We'll see you at the, at some point when we get out of our houses, and we can all get together and shake hands and hug one another and be together. But until that time, you have my deep gratitude and respect for the service that you provided. And I wish you all the best of luck, and know that we're here for you, even though you're moving on.
All right. And with that, thank you all. Have a great evening. You all don't get out of still getting emails from me, so just know that I still have a couple to send with a couple of announcements. We're going to do some surveys about if you'd like to continue with hangouts and stuff over the summer, sort of what are you hoping for, and obviously we'll keep you updated on anything related to a belated end of year when we get to that graduation, and especially orientation for the upcoming year, as well as if you'd like to participate in Bonner interviews for the incoming group. So keep your eye on your emails for all of those things. And feel free to reach out to me for anything, any questions or anything that you might have concerns or just need to chat about for Bonner or anything else related to Montclair. Again, seniors, thank you for everything you have done. I'm so proud of you all, and congratulations. And with that, have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.